So, in 1.9, guess what they decided to give us? Yes, shields. Right here, shields. Pretty legit. The way to make shields is you have 6 planks. You put 2 here, you put 2 here, you put 2 there. With an iron ingot, remember you gotta do this inside of a crafting table, not a chest, because it wouldn't work. I just magically can do that because I set it up like that. Yeah, I did. So yeah, so that's how you do it right there in the crafting table, and you can make yourself a shield. Now, what's really cool is you can color the shield by taking a banner, and you can actually do this in your personal crafting right here, like this. Just put the banner in there next to the shield, and now we have a purple shield. So now the shield is purple, which is pretty dope. All right, so now we're gonna grab the 2 swords, and we're gonna grab the axe. Now check this out. So now swords have an attack called a sweeping attack. So when you hit with the sword, all right, so that's another thing I'm gonna show you guys too. So when you hit with the sword, we're not doing anything right now, so it doesn't make any sound for some reason. Okay, but you see that little bar? See that little bar? That's a cooldown bar. That's telling you like you shouldn't attack because you have weak attacks like this. Now, if you wait like this, let it cool down, you'll have full attacks just like that. So you can't just spam attacks anymore. So the sweeping attack will get anything in front of it. Will like literally just whoosh. It's almost like a like an AoE, like an area of effect. So it just boom right in front of you. It's kind of a cone effect, it hits everything in front of you, which is pretty awesome. Then the axe has what's called a crushing blow. Does heavier damage. So it does heavier damage right there. Look at that. Okay, so we're going to test it out right now, but I'm going to show you guys something else. So one of the things that they put in here is dual wielding, but it's dual wielding with bad functionality, and I'll show you why. And it's on purpose, obviously. But as you can see right here, I can swipe this and it works fine. If I hit F, it goes over to my left hand, but I can't swipe it. I can only punch and hold it in my hand. So if we put this here, the cool factor, this looks awesome. This looks great, but functionality wise, I can only swing one sword. And there's a reason for that. So now let's do this. Let's take out this. Let's take this out of our hand. Let's come over here. Now the way I'm doing this, you guys, is I'm hitting the F key. Hit the F key just like that. There, now we have the sword equipped. Now if you right click, you get a shield block. Bam, shield block. If you left click, you swing the shield. Now unfortunately, you cannot block and swing at the same time. So, you know, obviously they're working on balancing stuff, so that's probably one of them. Okay, so check this out. This is kind of cool too. So now, let's go find a victim. Well, multiple victims. Let's see if we can get, who do we want? I don't think that they're going to come over. Maybe these guys. Maybe we can trigger these guys. Maybe they'll trigger from that far away. I don't know. Will they? Will they trigger? Oh, look who's triggering. Look at this. These guys. Look at their radius is ridiculous. Okay, so we're going to wait for them to get over here. So everyone just grab. Never mind. I'm coming back. Oh, there he is. There they come. They're coming again. Here they come. Here they come. Okay, so check it out. So this guy coming at me right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit him. See that cooldown meter? That's going to give us a full attack again. But watch what happens when you attack like this. Look, watch. See how I'm only hitting him for like 1 heart? That's it. Now, if I hit him again, watch. Full on. Bam. 3 hearts. So that's how you hit him. So now, watch this with the diamond axe. So we're going to use the crushing blow on this guy. Alright, so we hit him for 4 hearts instead of 3 like the sword did. But I don't think this does a sweeping action in front of you. It just does the crushing blow. It does a lot more damage. But it doesn't have the ability to hurt multiple enemies at one time. So there's another one there, watch. So it's just a heavier attack once it cools down. There we go, watch. And one more. And he's dead. But as you can see, that's how that works. So there you go. This is a small part of the combat stuff that they've upgraded and put in. They put in shields. They gave you the attacks of the sweep, the sword sweep, and they also give you the crushing blow, which is kind of cool. All right, so check this out. What they did here is they put in tipped arrows in the game. Let's watch him for a moment. He's okay. He's fine. All right, so check it out. So we have tipped arrows. Now this is kind of interesting because you can take any potion besides the splash potions. You can take any of the other potions and you can apply them to an arrow by using, now this is the problem, it takes up a lot of arrows. So you're going to use a lot of arrows plus 1 potion to make 1 arrow, which is an arrow of luck. So if you look right here, this is pretty interesting too. Check this out. So when applied, it gives plus 1 luck. But here's the problem. If you notice, this potion of luck is 5 minutes, But if you notice, this arrow of luck is 37 seconds. So it's kind of a give and take to this. I mean, it's kind of cool. You can have an arrow that you can shoot your friend in the butt with and give him some luck for about 37 seconds, and that's about it. But you can put any potion on this. So that's kind of cool if you think about it. Now, over here, we have something called spectral arrows. So you have this recipe here, which is 4 glowstone dust, an arrow, which is going to give you 2 spectral arrows. Now, I want to show you guys something, because we're going to grab all these spectral arrows here. We're going to grab this bow, and we're going to grab this enchanting book. And I'm going to show you why I did this. So, first of all, we're going to shoot the spectral arrows. So if you come over here, watch. So we're going to shoot, let me shoot something out there. Let me see if I can get one of these out there. Okay, so you see how he's glowing right now? Now they'll glow like that behind a wall. So you'll be able to know where they are. So it's almost like thermal vision or something like that. So that's what spectral arrows do. For a little bit of time, they actually make the entity, they make the monster, whatever you hit with it, glow, which is interesting. And you can see that behind walls. So now I want to show you guys this. So this, you would think, okay, hey, like I'm going to put infinity on this bow, bam, infinity on the bow. Now I can have infinite spectral arrows. Well, guess what? Think again, because that's not the case. So let's see if we can find another one. Let's see if we can grab one of these guys. I don't know if we're going to be able to hit one of those. We're going to try them anyways. We're going to see if we can hit them. See. Up, little off, little off. Let's try down a little bit this way. Almost, down a little bit. We got to adjust. You got to adjust for the win. Come on. We went over his head that time. We're going to get him this time. Watch. Oh, he disappeared. What a cheater. Okay, let's try this guy here. Okay, we got him. So see, now he's glowing. But if you notice, we're using up the spectral arrows. They do not work with infinity. So that's something to keep in mind, you guys. So you can see him glowing right there. Look, it's pretty cool. So you can light them up with these. I think that's pretty neat. Let's see. It'd be really cool if you could. Now, I know you can cast like night vision and stuff like that with the other potions. But like, see how I hit the spider? So that's what spectral arrows do. You can basically make them glow, and yeah, it's kind of interesting, kind of cool. Let me know what you think, but that's it. Spectral arrows and tipped arrows. Tipped arrows, once again, all the way around with arrows. You can put the potion of your choice in there, but remember, your potion's not going to be as long because it's really cut down a lot. So you're going to sacrifice a lot just for this one arrow. So yeah, there you go. Tipped arrows and spectral arrows. The Elytra. Okay, so this is interesting because I have the first Minecon cape. So it makes me look like a ladybug, but I'll go with that. Watch. Look at this. Look at this. Yes. Now, these are only obtainable in the end. These are only obtainable in the end. You can find them in an item frame in the end. Yes, but look at that. It's kind of neat. It's kind of cool. Kind of like that. Now I feel like a ladybug. That's cool. These are non-craftable. Remember that. You cannot craft these. These are obtainable in the end, and I will show you that later.